signs of the safety of the closed arms relative to exploring the open arms. Mice have evolved to prefer enclosed spaces like the safety of their burrows, but to find food, water, mates, they need to go out into the open where they're more vulnerable to predatory threats. So I'm sitting in the background here, and I'm about to flip the switch. And now, when I flip the switch and turn the light on, you can see the mouse begin to explore the open arms of the maze more. And in contrast to drug treatments for anxiety, there's no sedation, no locomotor impairment, just coordinated, natural-looking exploration. So not only is the effect almost immediate, but there are no detectable side effects. Now, when I flip the switch off, you can see the mouse goes back to its normal brain function and back to its corner. When I was in the lab and I was taking these data, I was all by myself, and I was so excited. I was so excited to do one of these quiet screams. Why was I so excited? I mean, yeah, theoretically, I knew that the brain controlled the mind, but to flip the switch with my hand and see the mouse change its behavioral state so rapidly and so reversibly, it was really the first time that I truly believed it.
You know, as a scientist, this is the moment where you get, it's uncharted, and then you just charted it right there.
That's right.
What is the significance of her being able to turn on and off these behaviors?
Well, it starts to tease apart what is kind of inherent, inborn behavior, what is conscious behavior, and where those borderlines are. Now, obviously, this is just mice, and we're not shining lights to control people's brains as of yet. But this is helping us understand how the kind of physical architecture of a brain then gives rise to these behaviors that we look at as evidence of a mind.
So when you call someone, like Keitai, she seems like someone who, you know, she's thinking about humans. She wants to change the way that they're treated. She wants to help them, essentially. So when she gets the call from you, is she ready to go to explain this in layman's terms? Or is that something that, whoa, you know, these papers that are published and reviewed by their colleagues and peers, turning that into something that is not only educational but also entertaining, it's a journey, it's a slog, I would even say. Having given a TED Talk, it's hard.
Yeah, well, it depends on the person. Sometimes you get to work with a real gem. Kay was a real gem, you're a real gem.
Thanks.
It's part of the reason I have a job, or sometimes I feel like my job, is translation, in large part,
Yes.
right? Taking scientific jargon, like a word like optogenetics, and translating that into something that everybody can understand. And it's super important that everybody understand these things, because science is kind of building the world around us, these endless frontiers of discovery. That's what gave us the iPhone. That's what gave us all the things that we're coping with in our day-to-day lives. And science will determine the world we live in the future. So understanding this and translating this for everyone, I think, is
Crucial.
super important.
And I think just even walking around in your day-to-day life, I mean, just after our conversation, I'm made of stardust, rocks can be alive, what else? There's a part of my brain that makes me want to have chocolate at 4 p.m. Or is it my mind? We're not sure yet. And there are species living at the bottom of the earth that my imagination cannot fathom what they look like. And I think, you know, as we're bombarded minute after minute, hour after hour with the headlines, and we're thinking about running around as humans on Earth, it's important to reconnect with the wonder of the planet that we live on.
That's right. And the wonder of the universe that we find ourselves in. And it is these minds of ours that enable us to kind of look out there and be curious and find answers.